It all began with a glossy flyer slipped under my door, bold letters proclaiming the Oakwood Community Enhancement League. No mention of an HOA, which is probably why nobody batted an eye at first. Lisa, the self-crowned queen of our quiet cul-de-sac, pitched it as a friendly effort to make our neighborhood Instagram perfect. She showed up on my porch with a megawatt smile, a clipboard, and protein bars that tasted like regret. The flyer touted monthly lawn themes, approved mailbox designs, and a hedge height harmony code. Most folks thought it was just a quirky block party idea. I should have known better when she said, "Joining's optional, but highly recommended." Her eyes lingered on my gravel driveway, like it had spat in her coffee. Within days, Lisa was prowling yards with a tape measure, muttering about curb appeal. I caught her glaring at my pickup truck, parked legally in my own driveway, like it was a personal affront. Then came the updated flyer, now with a red ink bombshell. Official guidelines subject to fines. Fines? For what? Apparently, my truck VY OLAT her 15-page rulebook, printed in Arial, banning lawn ornaments taller than 10 inches and mandating Christmas lights be down by noon on December 27th. Violations? A cool do law 500 day. Overnight, our sleepy street turned into Lisa's personal fiefdom. She even flashed a laminated badge titled Pro VY Signal Neighborhood Overseer, acting like she'd been knighted by the mayor. My neighbor Tom chuckled when he got a citation for his unapproved mailbox a lighthouse replica, thinking it was a prank. It wasn't. The next morning, a gold-stickered notice sat on his stoop, stamped Lisa's Law Enforcement Network. She'd set up a Google Drive with weekly compliance reports, complete with sneaky nighttime photos of our homes. Creepy didn't cover it. When someone questioned her authority, she clutched her necklace and sighed. If you're against beauty, that's your choice. Classic deflection. Folks started complying not out of agreement, but fear. Retirees hid their Santas to avoid her wrath. I wasn't playing. Lisa slapped a non-compliant resident label on my trash can, which I found hilarious until I discovered she'd filed a lien on my house. A lien? I hadn't signed a thing. Digging deeper, I uncovered her dirty secret. She'd exploited a 2003 county loophole for unfinished sub-VY signs to register her fake league as a real HOA. It was legally shaky, but enough to scare people. This wasn't about neat lawns. It was about control. So I started documenting every notice, every absurd rule, every power trip. If Lisa wanted to fight, she'd pick the wrong guy. Things got wild when she tried to tow my truck. I stepped outside to find a tow guy snapping pics of my 2017 F-150 like it was EVY Denke in a heist. Lisa stood nearby in a floppy hat, clutching her clipboard like a reality TV VY lane. "Your vehicle breaches the driveway aesthetic clause," she snapped, while VYing a resolution signed by her book club pals. I reminded her the sheriff might frown on stealing my property. Her smirk faltered, and she waved off the tow, hissing, "You'll regret this." She wasn't wrong. I regretted ever meeting her. Next, she posted a blurry photo of my trash bin an inch off the curb on the community Facebook page, captioning it, "Repeat offender alert." Comments ranged from LOLs to genuine worry. Some neighbors bought her act. I traced her paper trail, a P.O. box labeled Oakwood Compliance Hub, a website mimicking the city's seal, and stationery that screamed scam. City Hall confirmed no HOA existed. I sent them Lisa's flyers and fake notices. The zoning lawyer's reply? "This is wildly irregular. We're on it." Lisa doubled down, hosting a mandatory safety summit with traffic cones and a karaoke machine as her megaphone. Pointing at my house, she declared, "Non-compliance threatens property values." An elderly couple asked about their wind chimes. She frowned. "If they're too loud, you're fined." Tom whispered, "She thinks she's the law." He was right. She didn't want a pretty street, she wanted to own us. I lawyered up. Enter Mike, a real estate attorney who laughed so hard at Lisa's charter, he nearly spilled his latte. "This isn't an HOA, it's a scrapbook," he said. Her filings were a fraud, built on an expired developer loophole. Mike drafted a cease and desist, citing harassment and fraud. I printed 50 flyers titled "The Truth About Lisa's Fake HOA" and hand-delivered them to every mailbox, exposing her scam with screenshots and the city's investigation notice. The neighborhood erupted. Tom strung up his Christmas lights in July. Ellen from down the street unleashed her 5-foot flamingo statues. Even the scared retirees waved at me again. Lisa lost it, storming my lawn and yelling about civil unrest over lawn gnomes. When I mentioned Mike, her face froze. She vanished brief lino flyers, number 2 a.m. flashlight patrols. But then she went rogue, accusing me at a city meeting of leading an anti-community uprising. She handed over doctored photos of my yard with photoshopped weeds. I'd already sent the city her fake seals and nighttime stalker pics. The zoning chair, Mr. Chun, asked, "What authority do you have?" Lisa stammered, "Community consensus." Chin deadpanned, "So none." The room roared. Her empire crumbled fast. My mailbox was smashed one night, no note, just shattered plastic. Anonymous letters in her flyer font accused me of destabilizing harmony. Then a realtor called about a fake HOA disclosure I'd never filed. Lisa was forging records, slapping liens on 4 homes to fake legitimacy. One neighbor's sale collapsed. Mike uncovered her past. She'd pulled this in Utah and Colorado, scamming seniors until they moved. No charges until now. Mike filed fraud complaints across counties. A reporter, Sarah Klein, broke the story. The suburban tyrant with no throne. Neighbors from Lisa's old towns sent proof of her schemes. Her live stream, sobbing in a tiara about a deep state smear, got 34 VYUs. The courtroom showdown was electric. Lisa strutted in with an easel and fake folders, calling herself Chief of Oakwood Enhancement. The judge, a no-nonsense woman, asked for proof of her HOA. Lisa offered a clip art riddled charter. Laughter echoed. Mike submitted our EVY Denke, 16 resident statements, city letters, and Lisa's old scams. The judge's voice was ice. "You're not a leader. You're a fraud with a printer." Sentencing? 9 months probation, Dula, 15,000 fine, 200 hours picking up trash, and a lifetime HOA ban. Lisa slumped, her clipboard useless. But the real VY Tory was ours. We formed a real council, elected and open, meeting in Tom's garage over donuts. We voted on speed bumps and a mural celebrating our fight. Lisa's house, seized for taxes, sat empty, flamingos mocking her from the yard. She moved to her sister's, under a real HOA that shut down her hedge initiative. Her blog flopped, her podcast tanked. Teens memed her meltdown into millions of TikTok VYUs. A coffee shop sold Lisa lattes bitter and foamy. The city fined her due la $1,900 for her own illegal mailbox. We framed it. Oakwood bloomed. Kids drew chalk dragons. Tom's Flamingo Fridays became legend. Our mural, painted with neighbors laughing, read, "No one rules us." We build. Lisa, picking up highway trash, was a footnote. She'd wanted control, but birthed a rebellion. Her name? A punchline. Don't go full Lisa. What do you think, did Lisa deserve her fall? Or was she just a dreamer who went too far? Should neighbors have fought sooner? Or was the slow burn takedown worth it? Ever faced a Lisa in your life? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button, and subscribe for more wild tales. Let's hear it.